Breaking. President Trump. This is, and I quote from President Trump: "I will permanently pause migration from all third world countries." Now, I will say this before I even read this thing that he typed, because I haven't read it yet. Trump ain't been doing enough for me. As y'all know, I did not vote. I did not vote for Trump. I damn sure wasn't voting for Kamala. I am not a Republican, but I am a far. I'm a very much am a supporter of getting these people up out of our country. Because these people don't do nothing but undermine Black Americans. The Democratic Party, which is who like 90% of Black Americans vote for, always props these people up over us, where their needs and wants and things that they need, I guess, for whatever they need in America, always gets trumped over us. It always gets prioritized over us. So we done with that. I'm so sick of the attachment to us, the Black and brown people. Everything that has to do something that has historically been us always has to get undermined with a bunch of people of color, Black and brown, minority stuff. Miss me with all the minority stuff. These people have not done anything to really push back on that outside of attaching themselves on the coattails of Black Americans. They don't have our history. They have not been through our historical struggle. And we are not going to do is undermine our ancestors by acting as if a Asian woman that came to America in the 1990s, who had a child, we are not going to sit here and act like her life and her history and her daughter or son's history is the same as a Black American. And any Black American that's watching this video or is going to watch it when I upload it, y'all need to stop talking with this minority stuff. Stop calling yourselves minorities in correlation with Asians and Latinos and all these other people. You are not a minority. You are not any of that. Those people are not you. And what you are doing is you are falling for the propaganda to act as if these people are the same as you. These people are coming over to undermine you. That's why they are here. I don't care if you haven't had any bad experiences with them. I don't care if you go to university and they're your teachers and they're cool and your friends in your class. It doesn't mean anything. These people are here to undermine you. They are going to get propped up over you. We have never had a Black American president. Why? Because too many times as Black people, we always prioritize everybody else. Obama was not a Black American. Kamala Harris is not a Black American. These people are not us. But your Black is too much of an idiot to understand that you are actively diluting your race, you're diluting your history and your ethnic pride by classifying yourself under the same construct of this oppression, this oppressive system, by calling yourself I'm a Black and brown person, I'm a minority, I'm a woman of color, I'm a person of color. Stop that. I'm a part of an oppressed group. No, you need to have specific lineage-based words that you use in vocabulary, because that's very important. That's how you get finessed through the system. That's how paperwork gets finessed. That's why they'll have anything for Black people, they'll call it under, oh, this is a minority construct, where the last name of a Gonzalez gets it, a Lee Hong Koo gets it. Somebody that's not a Black American, an Arab person gets it because technically they're a minority too. The liberal, feminist, homosexual white woman gets it because technically they're a minority too. Everybody else gets it over your Black because you're too much of an idiot. And if they do bring somebody Black in, it's going to be an African or a Caribbean. It just is what it is. Y'all need to stop that. We need to have lineage specific, Black American specific, no outsider, nobody else talking points when we talk about our history, our struggle, our culture, our lineage, everything else. So you can miss me with all of that. Anyway, let's read this tweet real quick from Donald Trump, who ain't been doing much of nothing since he's been in office. At least it's enough for me. It says, last time I looked, I think it said about 400,000 people have been deported. If it was up to me, it'd be 4 million. Let's read to what he said. He ain't doing enough for me, but let's read to what he said. A very happy Thanksgiving. Salutation to all of our great American citizens and patriots who have been so nice and allowed our country to be divided, disrupted, carved up, murdered, beaten, mugged, and laughed at, along with certain other foolish countries throughout the world for being quote unquote politically correct and just plain stupid when it comes to immigration. I done lost where I was at. Damn. Hold on. The official United States foreign population stands at 53 million people, census, most of which are on welfare from failed nations or prisons, mental institutions, gangs, or drug cartels. They and their children are supported through massive payments from patriotic American citizens who, because of their beautiful hearts, do not want to openly complain or cause trouble in any way, shape, or form. They put up with what has happened to our country, but it's eating them alive to do so. A migrant earning $30,000 with a green card will roughly get $50,000 in yearly benefits from their family. The real migrant population is much higher. This refugee burden is the leading cause of social dysfunction in America, something that did not exist after World War II. In parentheses, failed schools, high crime, urban decay, overcrowded hospitals, housing shortages, and full deficits, etc. As an example, hundreds of thousands of refugees from Somalia are completely taking over, are completely taking over the once great state of Minnesota. Yeah, St. Paul, Minneapolis is destroyed with a bunch of big four-headed people. Somalian gangs are roving the streets, looking to prey on our wonderful people, stay locked in their apartments and houses, hoping against hope. What? Somalian gangs are roving through the streets looking for quote unquote prey, as our wonderful people stay locked in their apartments and houses, hoping against hope that they will be left alone. The seriously retarded governor. Hey man, this dude Trump, man. The seriously retarded governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, which he is, and he's also a homosexual, does nothing either. But I think Trump is a homosexual as well. Tim Walz does nothing either through fear, incompetence, or both. While the worst congresswoman / woman in our country, Ilhan Omar, which is another East African tether, always wrapped her swaddling hijab, and who probably came into the USA illegally, and that you are not allowed to marry your brother, does nothing but hatefully complain about our country. This is just, I just can't believe this nigga saying this. Has done nothing but hatefully complain about our country, its constitution, and how badly she is treated. With her place of origin is a descendant backwards and crime-ridden nation, which is essentially not even our country, of lacking government, military, police, schools, etc. Even if we have progressed technologically, immigration policy has eroded those gains and living conditions for many. I will permanently pause migration from all third world countries to allow the U.S. system to fully recover, terminate all of the millions of Biden illegal admissions, including those signed by Sleepy Joe Biden's auto pen, and remove anyone who is not a net asset to the United States or is incapable of loving our country, end all federal benefits and subsidies to non-citizens of our country, denaturalize migrants who undermine domestic tranquility, and deport any foreign national who is a public charge, security risk, or non-compatible with Western civilization. These goals, that's funny. Western civilization. Western civilization is on a decline. So I don't know if you want to call it Western civilization anymore. These goals will be pursued with the aim of achieving a major reduction in illegal and disruptive populations, including those admitted through an unauthorized and illegal auto pen approval process. Only reverse migration can fully cure this situation. Other than that, happy Thanksgiving to all except those who hate, steal, murder, and destroy everything that America stands for. You won't be here for long. All right. So that is a direct quote from President Donald Trump. He's arrogantly unprofessional, but I can't help but laugh sometimes. I feel the same way. I mean, part of what he's saying is true. Part of what he's saying is true. Man, this is a lot. So the thing is, none of these people who come over here have the best interest for Black Americans. I don't care who you are or where you're from. I care about, well, I do care about that, but I care more about your mindset and your best interest for Black Americans. And these people that come over here to this country, no matter where they're from, I don't care if they're a damn person from Europe. I don't care if they're from Africa. I don't care if they're from the Caribbean. I don't care if they're from Latin America. I don't care if they're from Asia. These people don't have Black Americans' best interest at heart. So I could care less about them. Do I want them to die? Absolutely not. Do I wish any ill will towards their life in the future? Absolutely not. But I don't want them here because these people do nothing but undermine Black Americans. They run businesses in our communities that were historically owned by Black Americans, Black American men and women specifically, Black American men specifically, or have some Black American women businesses, but mostly Black American businesses that were ran by men. And they take over these gas stations and these hair salons and these nail tech shops and all these places in the Black community. They disrespect us. They talk about us. They talk negatively towards us, and they don't have any care for our communities. And we are the reason why these people are able to come over here and prosper in the first place. I don't care. I grew up in the inner city. Most of y'all in here watching grew up in the inner city, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've seen this firsthand. You've seen the Armenian disrespectful man behind the counter talking down on a little 12-year-old Black girl because he just don't like her. having a negative disposition and attitude. I don't like these people. How do you come to America, come to a Black American community, talk down on us, disrespect us, talk negatively or feel negatively towards us, but then expects us to patronize at your businesses? They do this, and they've been doing this for a long time. Why? Because we have been in an oppressed system, and we have a lack of education, and too many Black Americans are too open and kumbaya with all these other people because we just want to be nice to everybody, and we are being indoctrinated by the liberal ideology that we should, as Black Americans, support the LGBTQ, support feminism, support the lack of family values and family structure, support these immigrants coming over here destroying Black communities and destroying America in general. And then these people are able to classify as Black on paper, some of them, and they commit crimes. They get up in our schools. They have sanctuary cities like Chicago, Houston, LA, Detroit, all of these other, not much Detroit, but places in Florida. Like they come into these Black American cities and they do nothing but cause destruction, on top of already the stuff that we have to go through as a community, because we are trying to fix ourselves. We don't have time to fight for everybody else. That's over with and that's been done. These people have no historical history of fighting against oppression, fighting against trying to get their people out of shame and out of the bottom of the barrel. Why? Because they fled. Last cuss word for the day, I promise. They fled. I don't care. I want them out. I want all of them out. I heard it was only 400,000 or 400,000 people have been shipped off. It needs to be 4 million. I want them all gone. I don't care. I have no sympathy for these people because they don't have sympathy for us. It's the art of war. You know what I'm saying? It's the art of war. This is a renaissance going on, and I think people forget that. People forget that. This is a historical time in our country. This is the art of war. These people are not us. Stop acting like they're us. Stop thinking because the girl in your job is cool. No, she not. Stop thinking that guy that you go to work. I'm not saying that they're a bad person. What I'm saying is these people don't have your best interest. They have the best interest for themselves. They don't even have the damn best interest for their countries, because if they did, they would have took that same skill that they learned in America and took it back to their homeland and built it up. They don't care. So why the hell you think they can care about your Black ass? Because you're an idiot and you fall for the propaganda machine of caring about other people that do nothing for our community. I could give two F's about what they got going on. Seriously, don't care. I don't care where they're from. The Caribbean, Africa, Asia, Europe, all of y'all can go. You're not even a true American. You're an American by paperwork. Most Black Americans have been here since 1776 and before. You're not from here. Go back home. All of y'all. Anyway, let's get into to some of the other stuff that's under this. What else we got in here? Let me see. Hold on. I got to keep scrolling a little bit. Okay, so I'm guessing that these are the third world countries. Now, there's no proof that this is exactly what he's talking about. But this is because, I mean, what do we consider in a third world country? I mean, and again, this is not from Trump. This is just what somebody posted. But I don't got no disagreements of it. But we need to add all of this. Let's put Mexico in there. Let's put all South America in there too. Let's put all of Africa, not just sub-Saharan Africa, all of Africa. And let's put all these European countries in there as well. And if you look at it too, he also said foreign nationalists. And that's a lot of these people who are like from these European countries. And there have been Europeans that have been shipped back. I did a video on that. There's been like maybe 4,000 or 5,000 up until this point. Europeans that have been, and I mean like white Europeans, like European immigrants that have been shipped back to their countries as well. So all of them can go. And again, there's no proof that these are the actual countries that he's speaking on. He just said third world countries. And if it's nationals, then more than likely they wouldn't be African. They would be from other places. But yeah, all of them can go. I can give a damn less. Okay, let's read this. Because they've taken a hard stance. Oh, let's listen to this. Hold on. Why is my mic not working? On immigration. Denmark, or not my mic, but my sound ain't working. Hold on. Has made it inhospitable for migrants and hold on real quick, y'all, because my sound, I'm trying to hear it. I know y'all can hear it, but I can't hear it. Hold on. Asylum seekers to Denmark. What are they doing? Here we go. Okay, let's play this. And this is on the 25th. Okay, let's read this. Breaking, Denmark just showed the entire West how you stop the flood of third world migration. They cut asylum seekers by 90% because they refused to end up like the UK or France. They made life tough for illegal migrants, longer residency process, discouraging housing, even seizing valuables to pay their bills. Finland and Sweden also dropped their numbers hard. Meanwhile, the UK and France almost doubled asylum applications. This is the choice. Either protect your country or watch it collapse. The West must save itself. All right, let's play this. Somebody said if you're in the chat trolling, it won't work. They in the chat trolling? That's too bad because I ain't even looking at the chat. Imagine you trying to troll me and I'm not even paying you attention. And then my people in the chat is talking down on you and they roasting you. Ain't that crazy? Whoever in there trolling, I can't see what they talking about. I can give it 2 damn less. Keep talking. You can keep unless my admin mute you, but shoot, keep talking. You ain't gonna do nothing but bring my algorithm up. If y'all ain't here, by the way, again, if you ain't here, I need y'all to hit that like button for me. So I guess this is what Denmark did. And this is the crazy part about this too before I play this video. Most Americans, we have this thing where we have this like sympathy for everybody. Do y'all not understand how rough it is as an American going to these other countries? Do you think that you can go to Mexico? Genuinely, you American watching this video right now or watching this live right now. I'm gonna eventually post it. Do you genuinely believe you can go to Mexico as an illegal immigrant and think you're gonna get government benefits and handouts and a free ease of access to become a citizen of Mexico? Do you genuinely believe that? This is what I mean. People think that like the stuff that I'm saying right now is just like, it's just so crazy and it's rude and it's cruel and you have to help those people and they don't deserve nothing. First of all, you don't even know their history and their backstory. If a person comes over here to America illegally, you don't know what they did back in their homelands. Not to mention, even if they are legally, a lot of these places don't even have paperwork for things. Like I know in places like Colombia, they don't even have real sexual assault stats. Because they don't even keep up with it because they're so underdeveloped. They don't even have enough of the police department or they don't have an FBI and a CIA. They don't have these things where they can even keep up with these stats or nor do they even care enough to even keep up with it in the first place. So you don't know the mentality of these people that are coming over here. That's number one, whether they're legal or illegal. And secondly, you can't do the same thing and have the same freedoms back in their countries. You can't, nor will they care about you. You're nothing but a black person to them. They don't give a damn. You cannot go to Argentina and think you're going to get a free ride to get stuff. It's not happening. You can't go to Africa and some of these countries and think it's going to be a free ride to get stuff. It's not happening. You can't go to China and think you're finna get a free ride to get stuff. It's not happening. You can't do this in no other country the same way you can do it in America. And then for you to be an American, especially a black American, and to think that this is not going to affect your community when they take these migrants and throw them in your black community and send them to school with your sons and daughters. Not only that, you're diluting your race. Are you insane? Are you crazy? What is wrong with you? You've been so indoctrinated to feel and believe that you're supposed to save these people. You ain't even did nothing to save your damn self. Tell me what you've done for the black community, but you want to help a damn Mexican and it came over here, they don't give a damn about your black. You tell me what you've done for the black community, but you want to save a damn Korean, they don't give a damn about your black. You ain't never done nothing for black people in Chicago. You ain't never done nothing for black people in New York. You ain't done nothing for black people in Houston. None of these black American towns all over this damn country, St. Louis, Kansas City, San Francisco, LA. You ain't done nothing for black people, nothing. But you want to sit there and you want to cape for immigrants. You're a traitor. You're not even a black American. You're a traitor. You're a communist. You're a person that's trying to uproot my culture, my history. Get away from me. I don't want you around. Get out of my life. You need to wake the F up. Anybody that's watching this, if you ain't woken up, you need to wake up. You lost. I'm not talking about nobody specific. I'm speaking in general because I'm trying to wake my people up. Because y'all done got it messed up around these parts, man. You look at this country as an immigrant nation for you. You look at this, you look at America as like you're a foreigner. You're not a foreigner. This is your country and your home, and you need to preserve it. You need to preserve your history. And stop calling yourself a damn African American. Now let's see what Denmark did. Maybe America could take notes. And this is Will Kane, by the way. I'm not a big fan of Will Kane. If you don't know who Will Kane is, he used to be a sportscaster on ESPN. He was a little bit too on the right, and they got him out of there. But now he does politics. But this is a Will Kane right here.
to popular elections, and it's because they've taken a hard stance on immigration. Denmark has made it inhospitable for migrants and asylum seekers to Denmark. What are they doing? Well, they've extended the process, lengthened the amount of time till someone can gain permanent residency in Denmark. You can't just show up and all of a sudden become Danish. They've made housing much less accommodating, much less welcoming. They've even threatened to confiscate jewelry and valuables would-be refugees in order to pay those refugees bills. Now, Denmark is doing this because they don't want to look like
Why is it lagging? Come on now.
the UK and France. Take a look at asylum applications in Europe over the last 10 years. Take a look first at Great Britain. In 2015, just under 40,000 asylum claims. That spikes above 108,000 some 10 years later. Same thing in France, from 70,000 to 130,000 in that time frame. But look at Denmark. It's gone down from just under 21,000 to just over 2,000 in that same time frame. Now, the success in Denmark has inspired other European countries. The UK has recently announced its own crackdown on immigration, and here's what they're looking to do. It's imitating a lot of what we see in Denmark. They're looking to extend the amount of time, or reduce the amount of time, that someone can be pushed out of the UK from 5 years to 30 months under the asylum program. But they extend the time to 20 years before we'll even consider you becoming a permanent resident. They also are putting cuts to support for those who want to work and phasing out asylum hotels at this parliament session. They're copying a model in Denmark where they're looking to make it less hospitable for migrants and asylum seekers to come to the UK. All right, joining me now is Washington Examiner.
Well, that's a part of it, but we need to do a lot more. I think Trump gave what was it, $170 billion to ICE. So this is a part of it. Sure, like I'm on board with this, but like it needs to be a lot more. We need to go way bigger into like, we need to open up the Pandora's box of what are all the possibilities to get these people out of here. And yeah, it just is what it is. I'm so sick of these people being able to ride the coattails. I'm over it. Joseph, thank you for the $14.81. That's a specific ass number, my nigga. But I appreciate you. Shout out to Joseph with the $14.81. He says, keep doing your thing, young man. I appreciate you, OG. Shout out to Joseph. If you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you guys show love and donate. I appreciate all the donos. I think we got about 300 people in here. So I don't know where the likes is at right now. Let me check. 287. Let's get these likes up. We got 160 likes. Let's get these likes to about, we got 300 people in here now. We should be able to get these likes close to 300. Will Kane is a clown. Yeah, I agree. All of these people are clowns. All these people on the right are clowns, and the left. It's two sides of the same damn coin. And even with this, right? Even with this thing that Trump is trying to do, it's never going to be. Trump is a person. We have to understand something about Trump, and I've understood this. Once he got reelected, Trump says a lot of things to get people riled up. And if you are somebody that is a Republican or a conservative, you have to truly be a bootlicker to not hold this man accountable. I'm a conservative. No, I'm not a Republican. No, I don't support the right wing. I support anything that has to do with Black America and the betterment of America as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And if that includes other people, sure. But I'm focused on Black America and how America can improve overall. So I am America first. But you would have to be a true idiot to believe that Trump is actually America first, because he's not. All the money that he sends to Israel, the $40 billion that he sends to Argentina, all of the money that he sends to all of these different places. You have to be a true bootlicker, or you got to be getting paid or something to believe that Trump is actually like America first, or really stands on American principle. He doesn't. But the thing is, none of these politicians do, right? But I will say, he don't stand on American business, but he's going to stand on more of American business than Kamala Harris would have damn did, or Biden, or any of these other people. But no, I am not on the wave of this Trump train. You can miss me with it. I am not MAGA. Don't get it twisted. But I do want him, as he's in office right now for the next few years, I want him to do his job. And if that means that he can deport every damn illegal immigrant here and make it a lot harder to come to America, I am 100% with it. My people are immigrants, so we ain't got to deal with this. We need to ramp up ICE a little bit more, in my opinion. That's just me. India posts, what is this? India posts 8.2 GDP growth in Q2 against the 7.4 estimate, even after Trump's tariff hit. But reality, the condition of a railway platform in Delhi. This one looks like, I don't care. Oh, shout out to Tariq. Tariq just popped up on my thing. Shout out to Tariq. Okay, so I had something saved, y'all. I had something saved, and it was like way more information and videos. But I guess, is this something else? No, that was a part of the same tweet. Okay, this is okay. I wonder if this is real. This was 3 hours ago. Okay, this is Gunther Eagleman. He none of one of those black fatigue Twitter accounts, but he does post a lot of just political stuff in general. Somali migrant kicked out of Minnesota under Trump's crackdown is now having a full meltdown online after waking up to the third world SHIT hole. It's no I there, but he actually belongs in. No more free rides on American taxpayers. Let's see what he says. He over there around them Hutus. Nah, they got the sad music playing. Come on now.
أنا محاول إني دبي أنت اللي وضو باسبوركي ولا قاطي راعي ساوك جرا أنتو قفوا إمبسي لزال لكورو إلا كبغض لسؤال عند علي. I don't want to be here no more. I'm so tired of being here. This place.
You don't speak English? I see why I sent your home. You nothing but a burden. I'm asking you what I want to order from this African restaurant, and you is sitting there speaking whatever you speaking. Speak English.
This is where I'm living.
It's so crazy because this is how they feel when they're in their own homeland around their own people. Instead of them building it up and trying to do something to fix it, they would rather sit on the internet crying, complaining, and flee. And then when they get shipped back, this is what they do. You in your homeland.
I'm so tired of it. It's just like, I want to go back. I don't want to be here no more. I don't cut my hair. I don't shave. I don't do nothing. I just want to go back.
Well, nigga, that's not getting the paperwork back in order, nigga. That's not going to help, buddy. That won't help your paperwork, my guy. Shout out to Joseph for the $10 donation. I didn't even add to change the damn dono thing. My bad, y'all. Shout out to Joseph for the $10 donation. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for the donos. Yeah, 74 for the day. That's not gonna help, my dude. Anyway, Joseph, thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate it. What the hell is this? Okay. I know there's got to be some more stuff that was on here. Let me just type in immigration. Go cry to Sally Struthers. Oh man. Okay, let's see what this is. It's looking like it's some stats and some things going on. Let's listen to this.
Bombshell ice sweep in Minneapolis, St. Paul finds 50%.
Oh boy, it was probably in this ice sweep right here. Hold on now. Wait a minute. Perfect timing.
Bombshell ice sweep in Minneapolis, St. Paul finds 50% of immigrants had committed immigration fraud. 50% of immigrants had committed immigration fraud in the city of Minneapolis.
I'm not surprised.
The city of Ilhan Omar, the city of Jacob Frey, who's not leftist enough for Ilhan Omar, because it's not just about how leftist you are, it's about whether you also adhere to jihadist ideology.
Real quick, can you imagine if Omar Fateh had won? If you don't know, Omar Fateh and what's his name? Jacob what? I forgot his name. Jacob Frey, yeah. They were basically, it was an election of the city mayor, but Jacob Frey ended up winning again. If Omar Fateh would have won, it's already at the down slope of Minneapolis and St. Paul. That whole area is just East Africa, big teeth, big foreheaded out. But it smell like injera bread everywhere. But it would have been even worse if Omar Fateh would have won, because that's who Ilhan Omar wanted to be, you know, wanted in there. They're both Somalis, and he's pledging allegiance to Somali in America. How are you pledging allegiance to another country while you're in America? What? Is that not the definition of communism? I mean, you trade on your own people to come over here, and you want to be a political war fighter over here. You want to be a political strategist in America. Why don't you be a political strategist back in East Africa? No disrespect to East Africa, but this is my thing. I want y'all to understand something. I say this all the time. The reason why these countries continue to be at the bottom of the barrel, the reason why parts of Asian countries, some parts of African countries, and these Latin American countries and these Caribbean countries, the reason why they stay at the bottom, because the top 10% of their intellectuals and their, you know, people with financial gain or anything, they always flee to the UK, Canada, and America. But then they come to these countries and complain about racism all day. It's all racist. Everybody's racism. Then why are you here? Not to say it doesn't exist. Of course it exists. You have to be a delusional person to feel like there is absolutely zero systematic racism or oppression against melanated people in America. It is. Specifically Black Americans. We've had it the worst. The point is, why are you coming to America to complain about this? Go feel this way back home, where you have your own people there. You are the majority, and you can actually build it up. So you don't have to flee and come over to America. Take the skills that you learn if you are over here and then go back home. You can actually do for self. That's the difference between Black Americans. You have no ally, Black America. Name a community that has done something in mass to help your Black ass here in America. Name them that have done it consistently. Name it. You can't even think of one. You have to probably go to Google or ChatGPT. And then it's going to be some BS they're going to give you, because there's no actual history. I'm not talking about somebody like talking and giving some type of political ideology. I'm not talking about somebody just educating the masses. I'm talking about an actual person who stood on business. You can't name one. Some movement that was created to help Black Americans, not Pan-Africanism, not all that BS. We over that. We done with that. We're talking about true help for Black America. They have none. They don't come over here to help us. They come over here to help their own. Minneapolis is a perfect example. You have to be delusional to feel like, yeah, they're here to the Black people. No, they don't even want to be Black. They don't call themselves Black in their homeland. What are you talking about? But you want to be all cool. You want to connect with them, huh? All right. I'll be the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. I'm the crazy person. Let 1,000 Black Americans just drop right in their countries and see what happened to you. You're going to get a spear in the side of your ear. They're going to cook you on top of a barbecue grill. You're going to be spinning with an apple in your mouth, looking stupid. Anyway. And I don't blame them either.
It's enough for Ilhan Omar, because it's not just about how leftist you are. It's about whether you also adhere to jihadist ideology. Politics are just a tool to propagate Islam to these individuals, to make the cities of the United States unlivable for infidels. And immigration fraud is a big part of this. Remember, in the religion of Islam, Muslims are permitted to engage in taqiyya, which is a form of lying. They are permitted to misrepresent themselves and their beliefs and their goals and their politics and the plots that are unfolding domestically in the United States, if their lying helps achieve an Islamic caliphate better, more effectively, more successfully. It's a sort of twisted marriage of the communists and the Islam.
This is an ugly white woman. I'm sorry. I know this don't got nothing to do with it. This is an ugly white woman. Can you imagine her without this? I'm sorry. Look, I know. Look, for all the white people in the live, I know it's a couple of y'all in here. No disrespect, but y'all gotta like. Goodness gracious. I mean, this is an ugly white woman right here. Now, I see through makeup. I don't know if you're a real man, you know you can see through. I see through the makeup. This is an ugly white woman right here. I ain't gonna lie.
Islamists, because they have a shared enemy. You. And this immigration fraud.
Some of you is salivating at the mouth right now. You love you some Becky. There's some nice looking white women. This just ain't one of them. I see through all that makeup. No, this ain't it.
This immigration fraud plays a large role in what's happening right now. It was no coincidence that in New York City, after Zohran Mamdani was elected, we saw these startling statistics that said of New Yorkers who were born in New York, or born in the United States even, the majority of those people voted for Andrew Cuomo. But of foreign-born New Yorkers, meaning naturalized citizens, I hope, who had not been born in the United States, the majority of them voted for Zohran Mamdani.
By the way, Zoran Mandani won in New York City, and if you have not seen it, you can go look it up. I'm not about to play it right now. Go look up his speech. Matter of fact, I am going to play it right now.
It's part of the plot.
I am going to play it right now. So all you, but what about the minorities? All right. Especially if you a man. Oh, you disgust me. You men, you black American men, you disgust me when y'all say this. You disgust me. What's how you spell this damn, this motherfucking name? Damn, my bad. I was a cuss word. What did he say? Look who he said built America. So if you haven't seen this, this is Zoran Mamdani's speech. So for all you people who feel like these people have your best interest at heart, this includes all of them. And I'm not just talking about Africans and Caribbeans. I'm talking about all of them. The white European immigrants too. The wherever the hell he from. He African one day. He black one day. He black one day. The next day he Indian. Next day he a Muslim. He all type. He don't know what he is. He a big walking mutt, eating with his hands and walking around without no deodorant, musty, stinking, and farting on everybody. This is what he said at his speech, winning the mayoral race of New York City. New York City is over with, by the way. If you a black American New Yorker, if you were just any American New Yorker that stand on American values, you need to get up out of there because it already looked like a third world country. It's finna get worse. Look at what he said during his speech.
New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant.
If that's not the biggest slap in the face to black America, New York City wasn't built by no damn immigrants. New York City was built by black Americans. That's who built New York City. Black Americans. Black Americans built the economy of this country. We are the first stock of this country. What are you talking about? We are the reason why America is America today, because of our ancestors' hard work and labor for free. Most of the immigrants didn't even get to America until after 1964. So how was it built by immigrants? What are you talking about? New York City was already a popping major city in the 1920s, 30s, 40s. It was already, what are you talking about? What do you mean it was built by immigrants? No, it wasn't. New York City and all these major cities were built by black American labor. The wealth of those cities came from black American labor. That's why the wealth of these cities were able to prosper, specifically somewhere like New York City. So you just babbling and talking. So it's a slap in the face for you, because for all you people that want to kumbaya with these people, this is their mentality. They don't give a damn about your black ass. They don't care. They don't care. Do you think if you were a black American politician and you went to his country, by the way, he was born in Uganda, but he's not actually Ugandan. He's Indian or whatever he's from. He was just a person who went, his family fled to Africa, whatever, fled to Uganda, whatever it is. Do you think that they would prop you up as a politician that they will support if you were trying to run for office in their countries? And I don't think people really realize that. I don't think y'all ever reverse the roles. I was speaking about reversing the roles earlier when we was talking about immigration, but let's talk about reversing roles. And if you wanted to be a politician, do you think they would hire, or not hire you, but do you honestly believe that they would vote your black American self in if you were trying to be a politician in Mexico? Are there any black American politicians in Mexico? Don't think so. There's politicians in America that are Mexican or Latino overseeing black American communities. Karen Bass, clear, for example, in LA. That's why LA is the safe haven for all of these illegal immigrants, giving money to illegal immigrants. Not all of the homeless black people sitting on the side of Skid Row right now in LA, but Maria and Consuela and Gonzalez, they get it though. And they're over here illegally. You don't know what they did. He probably beheaded somebody back in his country, but he's over here fleeing because he's in some type of war drug cartel deal, but he fled to America. Now he thinks it's a safe haven over here. But Karen Bass giving him money though. You got people that are, and Karen Bass is a Mexican, by the way. She's Latino. She's Mexican, by the way, or whatever she is. She's Mexican. She's mixed, but she's a Latino. She care about that Latino side. You can't have the same like openness and freedoms that they have over here, but we're supposed to just get on board and support it. Go to Jamaica. Go to Kamala Harris's homeland in Jamaica or Kamala Harris's other homeland in India and try to become the president or the prime minister, whatever they call it in them countries. Try to get up into politics over there and see if they support you. Why don't you go to Barack Obama's homeland? His family's from Kenya. Why don't you go to Kenya and try to be the president of Kenya? Or again, I don't know what they call themselves, the prime minister of Kenya, the whatever Kenya. Take your black American self to that country and see how those people support you and how they treat you. They'll support you if you're over there giving something. Yeah. If you over there, you got money and you donate, yeah, you had the kids in the school and blue and red bowls because the little kids don't got nothing. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. If you want to support people, help people, go ahead and do that. You know, I don't wish no, you know, I hate that some of those people live in poverty, right? Shout out to those people. But do you really think that you're going to get the political and financial backing and support from those people? No, you're not. You're not. You know why? Because you're not one of them and they know that. They know that. Black America, you are being indoctrinated and I hope y'all wake up sooner than later. I hope y'all wake up sooner than later. Trump is the GOAT. Trump is a part of Israel. Trump is a Zionist. So I'm assuming you're a Jew. Anyway. What was we talking about? He was back on this whole immigration thing. Africa don't accept broke black folks. Yeah, they try to bring up the whole Ghana thing. Well, you can go to Ghana, nigga. If you go to Ghana, nigga, you can become a citizen, nigga, and you can do everything you want to do, nigga. No, we can't. Because if you do go to Ghana and you do that whole dual citizenship thing, come back to the land or whatever it's called, you got to have money. And you got to be contributing to their economic system. And if you don't got no money, go back home, nigga. You go back to Detroit, Shaniqua. You go back, Glock, They don't care. You got to have bread. You got to have money and some type of financial backing to do what you want to do. You can't go over there and just be a random person. And this is for all you Pan-Africanists that's in here angry and watching. For all you Pan-Africanists, why do I, as a black American, why can't I just get free reign to go to your countries if we all the same and we should all just come together? Why can't there be a free rite of passage for black Americans to just come there? We shouldn't have to do no paper. We shouldn't have to do nothing because we all the same. Why can't I do that? Why do I have to have a serious level of income to go over to Africa and be able to get freedoms and be able and not get begged for money at the airport, right? And not get scammed by the police, right? Not get held up because they know I got money and they're going to try to arrest me. And if I don't listen to them, they're going to arrest me for no reason. And I can't just say that this is of injustice because I'm in a messed up place where their police system does not operate justifiably. I mean, America's doesn't either, but at least it's operate more justifiable over here than it is over there. So, I mean, they police is like when you see them Koreans sitting on the side of outside of the restaurant, bending down, smoking a cigarette, speaking in their language or whatever, and they smoking cigarettes. That's how they be looking. That's how the lack of care that them people have. They don't give a damn.
So why are...
That was a video I just pulled up on accident on my page. That was my most recent video. Matter of fact, y'all go watch my most recent video when I was talking about the Latinos. But yeah. So you missed me with all that. They offered that passage BS to all races. I didn't even know that, Cozy. I never knew that, Cozy. Africans want us to go to their African countries to build up their countries because they can't do it themselves. Exactly. I'm not no Zionist. I'm FBA. He's a GOAT for getting these tethers out of here. He's not getting the tethers out of here. That's the problem. He's not doing it enough. You need to do your research. But to say he's the GOAT, like I wouldn't say he's the GOAT. He's a Zionist. He's sending billions of dollars to Israel. He bent over backwards for Israel. He sent billions of dollars to Argentina. He bent over backwards for these other countries. So he ain't the GOAT. That money can go to Americas, specifically black Americans, because we the people who historically deserve that money. They miss me with that. Go over there and get plucked like a duck. They're gonna shoot you with a damn arrow, and they're gonna be able to spit through. You're gonna be looking dumb. Take your ass over there to their country. Anyway, let's go to what else we got for today.